And we have Hal here today. Hal?
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Right. So Hal, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Sure. So I launched BrainSlum NFT here at NFT New York City last year, 2023. And so we have been focusing on building utility for virtual influencers, basically 3D characters. You know, if you think about it, like nearly every NFT is a 3D character. Okay, is a character.
Right.
So we try to look at, what's the intrinsic value for these characters that look really nice. You know, how do we make them do something that provide, basically value to people.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. Yeah.
Okay. So what brings you here today to the conference?
Right. So again, like this year again, I'm gonna be speaking. I mean, I already spoke about virtual influencer, what we have been developing for virtual influencer, and how we envision the future of future influencer. You know, like where the technology goes. You know, how do you develop this concept and not make it, like, because if you look at like virtual influencer today, they're basically Instagram accounts or like TikTok accounts. You're basically still competing with same, influencers and uploading content, competing with like millions of other contents posted every day. You know? So arguably, it's only a more expensive and time-consuming medium when you just want to be an influencer, right? Like that's the way that they generate revenue. So we look at, how do we really, mine the potential of this medium and then, do it other ways,
Okay, great. So how did you get into all this blockchain, NFT, medium, artists,
Yeah.
What's your inspiration?
So like, I went to school for film.
Okay.
And then when I was going to school, like that's when Oculus was bought by Facebook.
Yep.
And VR was like the new concept. So I registered my company in 2016. And I was still in college. I registered my company, I named it Metaverse in New York City. And back then nobody knew what Metaverse is, you know? And then, so I at first I really want, like, I've got some funding and then started doing something like, VR chat. Today there's like a game called VR chat, people, like, it's basically like the VR concept of Facebook, you know? So that's what I wanted to do at first. And then like the VR thing, at first, like, it's just like really very hard to do something this ambitious when it's like the infancy of that technology. Like the block of building is not there and everything. It's just a very hard thing to pull off at first. So eventually we transitioned from that to just like virtual influencers. Like how do we make characters like, do more, you know? So I guess like that's how I got into this realm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. So do you get into motion capture with your characters, with the individuals?
Of course.
Now that's the fun stuff, right?
Yeah. We bought all the early equipments, like say back then, like the inertial stuff, like the suit stuff was still like a concept. And then they're like, you buy them off like Indiegogo for like $3,000, and it's like freaking hard to like calibrate. And like it's just like and nowadays like they're like so
we
much
just
better
use
stuff,
LiDAR and stand in front of it and dance. Now we have it.
So all those early day technology we touched, like all the beta like products, like how do we make people like really move in Metaverse, like interact.
Absolutely. So there you have it. It's Tim Bates here with ＡTTN.LIVE, and we have Hal. Hal, would you like to do a shout out?
Oh yeah, sure. Follow brain_slum NFT on Twitter. We will be demonstrating more demo on how to use virtual influencer and more technologies, how to bring value out of your 3D characters. So we would love to work with NFT projects and basically whoever that has like a 3D character. And I'll keep you guys posted.
All right. Thank you, Hal.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a great interview, man.
Yeah, thank you.